Most of us know the things that increase our well-being, things like exercise, meditation, visualization, affirmation, breath work, positive memory, to name a few of the most potent tools. We know that they have profoundly beneficial effects on our well-being, and I thought that it made sense to bring all these potent tools together and share them in an embodied movement practice so that we could include our body wisdom in our journey towards holistic health. This way, we can reinvent the meaning of medicine. And I created my Inner Light yoga practice over a decade ago, and I've enjoyed witnessing the profoundly healing and transformative effects it has had on all of my students. And I wanted to share those same potent benefits for you. These simple yet powerful practices are capable of not only soothing your anxiety, fear, grief, and depression, but by meeting them and digesting them and then eliminating them all together, bringing you to your joy, your light, and your happiness. And I have a mission to support individual personal transformation and to increase our group well-being, health, and happiness and consciousness, and to transform our understanding of what medicine actually is. The only way that we can change the world is to change our lives. The way to change our lives is to change our energy. And the way to change our energy is to change our state of being. We have to change our thoughts and our emotions. And this practice creates the foundation capable of helping you do that. And the only way that we can change ourselves in our future is to change ourselves in the infinite present moment. So with a selection of the most skillful means available to combat your inner disturbances, you will be able to connect to your inner pharmacy, to ignite your own natural feel-good chemistry, to bring about a state of homeostasis, of harmony, health, and well-being, to increase your vitality, raise your vibration, expand your consciousness. And these are just a few of the benefits from this integrated practice. Inner Light Yoga is a passive, contemplative practice of long holds that targets the connective tissue with the intention of lubricating the joints, calming the mind and the emotions, to open a portal to the spirit. And this provides us with an opportunity to remember the truth of who we are in our essential nature. And by targeting the subtle energy body, we support our energetic and emotional health and well-being. When we maintain a posture for at least 3 minutes at an edge of what I call sweet discomfort, this allows a healing mechanism to be triggered and enhances our ability to abide with whatever arises. We enhance our awareness of everything that is in the moment and cultivate a deep sense of acceptance of what is. And this fortifies us on many levels. It helps balance our inner masculine and feminine energies, and it cultivates our capacity to feel our true strength, our ability to confront and successfully navigate through whatever comes up in the practice and ultimately in life. This is a practice that strengthens us both on and off the mat. And my intention is to support you in understanding how to translate the skills you learn on the mat, inside an edge of sweet discomfort, into your daily challenges in your daily life. And learning the techniques to master the emotions and the mind supports you in overcoming and liberating from your negative mental and emotional patterns that, if left unchallenged, can run you and keep you trapped in your habitual conditioned response and reactivity, disconnecting you from the wisdom of your own innate knowing. And this practice will illuminate where you have been hooked in old patterns of belief and emotional reactivity, offering you the insight, the tools, and the opportunity to liberate from habitual ways of being, emotional stress and mental anguish, patterns that most likely originated in trauma from your history. We will rebalance each of the chakras with a consciousness shifting journey back to the truth of your essential nature, bringing about a state of inner balance, inner peace, and self-acceptance, moving from fear into wisdom, from self-doubt into empowerment, and from anger into compassion, and from fear into love. So my practice chooses the asanas that best target each of the energy centers, the chakras. We intentionally invite attention to each of the body's energy centers, which are known as the chakras, using specific breathing practices, visualizations, and affirmations with the intention of healing and rebalancing each of them. The first energy centers focuses on supercharging your immune system to rebalance anger, irritation, frustration, to transmute it into courage and into compassion. It rebalances your mental and emotional body around the energy patterns of instability, insecurity, and feeling unsafe, bringing you back to an internal experience of safety, security, and stability. And in the second energy center, we will focus on managing and balancing your fear. We will support your kidneys and rebalance the experience of disconnection and aloneness, and you will finish feeling more connected and refreshed and well. And in the third energy center, we will focus on rebalancing and overcoming digestive and stomach issues, as well as anxiety, returning you to your inner peace and equanimity. And this self-love practice returns you to feeling powerful, worthy, and loving towards yourself. In the fourth energy center, we will strengthen the heart, elevating the idea of loving the self into an actual practice. In the fifth energy center, in the area of the throat, we will be rebalancing the thyroid gland and energetically addressing our expression and our listening skills. And we will also be transmuting fear into love and overcome control issues. In the sixth energy center, in the center of the forehead, we will activate your intuition and access your innate wisdom, overcoming low vibrational, negative mental patterns, and achieve balance between your intellect and your wisdom. In the seventh energy center, at the crown of the head, we will bring you back to your essence, your divine nature, and connect you with the divinity in the universe. So let me explain how all of this works on a physical level in the Inner Light yoga practice. Inner Light yoga is a yin yoga practice which targets the yin tissues and joints and ligaments and bones to maintain their healthy capacity. Yin yoga is a chi enhancement practice which amplifies the quality of your energy and supports a smooth mobility in your connective tissue. Yin tissue needs to be pulled and compressed to maintain pliancy, and when stressed appropriately, they grow back a little stronger and more pliant than before, and the meridian that courses through them are nourished with more qi. Yin yoga can best be described as like an acupressure session, and by applying intentional pressure through the asanas and enhancing and restoring energy flow through the meridians. This practice ensures healthy distribution of qi, life force energy, by increasing the flow of prana into more balanced patterns. And this activating energy flows through the meridians, the invisible rivers of energy that run through the system, which flow through all of the tissues and bones, moistening the joints and revitalizing the energy body. And by pulling and pressurizing the tissue, this triggers the body's natural healing, repair response, inviting qi and blood to flow through these areas, making them more lubricated, stronger, and more usable, which all adds up to some powerful medicine. So I invite you to meet me on the mat and we can do some magic together. Good morning. I see you've had some challenges this morning. They changed the system so that you have to go into a waiting room and then I can admit you. But I'm glad to see you here, Melissa. Giovanni, I know you guys texted me and you were having problems getting in. But welcome everyone who's managed. Sita, Charles, Shannon's here. So I'm glad we made it work and we managed to get here. I've got a very special practice today. It's going to be the last one in this particular series. And then I'm going to be starting a whole new series. I'm not exactly sure about the details of that in terms of when it's going to start or exactly how I'm going to be presenting it. But as soon as I know, you guys will know. Rest assured of that. So make sure that you've got a blanket, a bolster, a pillow. You might want to get a glass of water just to sip. Please don't gulp loads of water down during the practice because it's not beneficial. But if you need to take some water, then that's fine. Also, if you feel like music helps you, if music is beneficial for you, then find some nice, relaxing music that might support you kind of going deeper into the practice today. We're going to do an energetic blessing of the chakras. and an activation of the pineal gland and going into gamma, but you don't have to go too deeply. I'll guide you through it as we get there. So let's begin with coming to lie on the mat and coming home to our bodies. Letting go of any sounds as you need to. It helps deepen the practice as you bring the knees up towards the chest, slowly drawing circles in the ceilings, finding any place of tension or discomfort, any place in the sacrum or the spine, and just hold your intention in that place and take a deep breath in and on the exhale, rocking and rolling around any tight or uncomfortable spots. Is a good sound. Inhale and bring the knees as close to the chest as possible, squeezing in, and then exhale and release the legs down onto the mat so that you can find a comfortable Savasana pose. It helps if the palms are up, and if you have any low back discomfort, place the knees together and the feet wide. You might want to rock and roll the head from one side to the next, awakening the occiput to the base of the skull. Slow, gentle inhales through the nose, soft, easy exhales out of the mouth. Just noticing the breath without changing the breath right now. Just notice where it comes in, how it arrives in the body, and where it leaves the body. Just noticing each time that you inhale, intending all of your energy to come in through the crown of the head, down through the central channel, until it arrives in the home of the belly. Inhaling and reclaiming your energy from any place where it may have been distracted throughout the day, throughout the week. Bringing all of your energy home to yourself. And each time that you exhale, release and let go of everything that isn't yours. Everything that you no longer need. You release it on the flow of the outward breath. Inhaling and reclaiming, exhaling and releasing. Placing the hands on either side of the navel. Repeating the mantra to yourself, I am willing to be with myself as I am. Bringing your awareness into your breath. Inhaling, expanding the belly, Opening the ribs, opening the chest, pause for just a moment. And then exhale, deflate the chest, the ribs, finally the belly. Pulling the navel to the spine at the bottom of the exhale. Inhaling, expanding the belly, opening the ribs, opening the chest, pausing here. Exhaling, deflating the chest, the ribs, finally the navel. Using this breathing if it's easy and effortless to do. No struggle with the breath. If there's any struggle at all, just breathe slower and deeper than normal. Trusting your body, trusting your breath. Sounding throughout the practice whenever you need to. Cultivating this sense of awareness of everything that is present. Being like a curious investigator. Notice the places of ease and comfort, and the places of challenge, stagnation, disturbance. Noticing and embracing them all. Just here, just this. I am willing to be with myself as I am. Connecting to that aspect of your consciousness that can witness your breathing, but is not the breath. It can witness your physical sensations, but is not those sensations. That can witness your thoughts, but is not the thoughts. Inviting this witness to be present throughout your practice today. Just here, just this. On the next inhale, we're going to raise the hands up and rest them into the center of the chest. Repeating the mantra to yourself, I am willing to feel all of my feelings. I'm willing to feel all of my feelings. Feeling your feelings as physical sensations throughout your body, and your emotions as emotion, energy in motion throughout your system. Cultivating an inward tone of kindness and friendliness towards yourself. Elevating your emotional frequency into the frequency of love simply by visualizing someone that you love, a child or a pet, an easy, unconditional love feeling. And feel that feeling emanate from the center of your chest. And feel it move in circles like ripples on a pond, expanding to include your entire torso. Down through the hips, the legs, and the feet, right to the tips of your toes, up through the back of the legs, the back, of the body, the back of the head, down through the face, through the chest, into the heart. As you exhale, you expand that love vibration out into your auric field, filling your entire aura with this love vibration. And then if you choose to, you can send love directly from your heart into someone else's heart who you want to share love with or send healing to. You might want to think of someone that you may be having challenges with, that you can clear the space with this love intention. Just sharing love from your heart to theirs, elevating the vibration and the frequency between you. Oh, it is a very good sound. On the next inhale, place your hands and your awareness up into the crown of the head. Repeating the mantra to yourself, I am willing to be awake. I am willing to be present. Just here, just this. Releasing and letting go of all negative thoughts, all automatic thinking. You release it on the flow of the outward breath. And to support you in this practice, visualize a beautiful white healing light enter through the center of the forehead, inviting it to wash through to the back of the brain. And then as you exhale, this healing light exits through the center of the forehead in a gray smoke, taking with it all automatic thoughts, all negativity. And you release and you let it go. Just here, just this. I am willing to be awake. I am willing to be present. Turning up the volume on your witness consciousness so that you can observe and see your entire practice through this lens of the witness. Establishing these principles in your body. I'm willing to be with myself as I am. I am willing to feel all of my feelings. I am willing to be awake. Allowing these principles to come into each of your asanas today. Is a very good sound. The next inhale, we're going to bring the knees as close to the chest as possible. We're going to exhale and open the knees wide with the sacrum flat on the ground, reaching the tailbone towards the ground. Seeing how that adjusts your shape. And then just opening the knees as wide as you comfortably can. Finding your edge of sweet discomfort so you can feel the tugging in the connective tissue fascia, which produces more of an achy sensation, no pain, no sharp electrical sensations. If you feel that, just come back to your edge of sweet discomfort where you can feel it, but you're not in any pain. Ah is a good sound. Taking a couple of moments to find that still point where you can rest in this shape without fidgeting or movement. Visualize here at the base of the spine a beautiful ruby red wheel of light moving like the fan in a clockwise direction, healing and clearing, creating space, space for new beliefs and new ideas to be installed, so that you can come back to the truth of who you are as a spirit and as a soul. The truth is you are safe and you are supported in this moment, in this body, in this life. Using the breathing for this energy center, inhaling through the crown of the head, inviting the breath to descend through the central channel till it arrives at the pelvic floor. Once it's arrived here, we're contracting the muscles of the pelvic floor, sending the prana and the chi into the coccyx, the very last bone of the tailbone. And then we're going to exhale and release the contraction, allowing the breath to rise up through the central channel, passing through the heart, directly up into the center of the brain, stimulating the pineal gland. Inhaling the breath through the crown of the head, down through the central channel. It arrives in the pelvic floor. Suspending the breath and contracting the muscles, doing a Kegel or a Mula Bandha lift. Sending the prana and the chi into the coccyx. And then we're going to exhale and let everything rise up through the central channel, through the heart, up higher into the center of the forehead. Continuing with this breathing as long as it's easy and effortless to do. Taking a moment to remember a time or imagine what it would feel like to feel safe, supported, stability. Oh, yes, a good sound. Trust as we set that intention and hold that space. Your body is responding to this healing invitation. Bringing your awareness into this first energy center. The root of this chakra lives in the coccyx, and the flower of the chakra comes to the front of the pubic bone, including all of the organs, all of the cells, all of the tissues, and feel the space inside this energy center. Feel it or imagine it. Feeling the space outside of this energy center. Extending gratitude, appreciation, thankfulness, and celebration of this energy center. It is a good sound. Trust as we set that intention and we hold the space. Your body is responding to this healing invitation. On the next inhale, very slowly with awareness, we're going to bring the knees together, and then we're going to exhale and release the legs straight onto the ground, rolling the feet apart and together, bringing all of that energy back into this liver meridian so that we can strengthen and stabilize this meridian and the organ itself. As we strengthen this organ, we transmute anger and irritation into courage and compassion. It is a good sound. The next inhale, we're going to roll over onto the right side, pausing for a moment to extend gratitude and appreciation to yourself for showing up for your practice today. On the next inhale, we're going to rise up to sitting. Grab a hold of your pillow. So that you can support the hips, bringing the soles of the feet together. I'm going to bring the energy up into the navel area and support the kidney meridian. It's easier if you take the feet further away. It gets harder if you bring the feet closer. It's easier if you sit up straight. It gets harder as you bend forward. So there's a large variety of places that you can land. So take some time to find your edge of sweet discomfort so that you can feel the tugging in the outer thigh area and flush through this kidney meridian that's associated with the emotion of fear. So it's an important place for us to be attending to right now. I like to bend my elbows and press the thumb to the inner corner of the eyebrows and lift them up slightly and create a triangle so we can further activate the pineal gland. So feel into your body and feel into what feels right and appropriate for you today. Yes, a very good sound. Finding that point of stillness inside that edge of sweet discomfort, feeling that achy sensation, flushing the prana and the chi through these meridians to strengthen the kidney. Visualize here a beautiful orange wheel of light moving like a fan in a clockwise direction, healing and clearing and creating space. Space for new beliefs, new ideas to be installed. So you can remember the truth of who you are as a spirit and as a soul. Taking some time to be curious and interested in what happens in this shape. The sensations, the thoughts, the visions, the feelings. Create the space to gather all of this information. Inhaling the breath through the crown of the head, inviting it to descend through the central channel till it arrives in the area of the navel, suspending the breath and contracting the muscles around the navel, inviting the navel towards the spine to deposit the prana and the chi into the center of the sacrum. And then as you exhale, you invite everything to rise and rest in the heart and sending the energy up to the center of the brain, stimulating and activating the pineal gland. Inhaling the breath through the crown of the head, inviting it to descend through the central channel till it arrives in the navel, contracting the muscles here, sending the prana and the chi into the sacrum, then releasing the contraction, the breath, the prana, everything rises up through the heart into the center of the brain. Continue with this breathing as long as it's easy and effortless to do. Remembering the truth that you are always connected to your higher self, to the highest power of the universe, and to all those that you love. Taking a moment to remember a time or just imagine what it would feel like to feel that sense of connection, just that we're holding the space and setting that intention, and your body is responding to this healing invitation. The root of the chakra lives in the sacrum, and the flower in the front expands the navel, lower abdomen area, including the organs, the cells, the muscles, the tissues, the ligaments here. Taking a moment to occupy that space inside this energy center and outside of this energy center, extending gratitude, thankfulness, appreciation, and celebration for this energy center. Oh, it's a very good sound. Willing to be with myself as I am, willing to feel all of my feelings, willing to be awake, meeting the lower vibration of fear with awareness, breath, and compassion, transmutes fear into wisdom. Oh, yes, very good sound. On the next inhale, very slowly with awareness, we're going to rise up out of this shape, extend the legs forward and lean back slightly, sending the feet out and in, stabilizing this meridian, strengthening the organ of the kidney and the body. The next inhale, we're going to come into the third energy center. We're going to intend all of that energy that we gathered here to rise up into the solar plexus, coming into the cobra pose, coming on to the elbows, using the bolster if you like that extra support, or not if you prefer Taking a moment to notice all of the muscles in the legs and the thighs and release them, the glutes. Ah, is a good sound. Slumping the shoulders so we're not lifting or holding the head or the neck. We're releasing, letting everything go. Finding the thumbs and pressing them into the inner corner of the eyes and creating a triangle, further stimulating into the pineal gland. Taking your time to find that place where you can be still, so we can release the synovial fluid at the base of the spine to bathe all of the cells and all of the ligaments. Oh, it's a very good sound. Visualize here in the upper abdomen a beautiful bright yellow wheel of light moving like a fan in a clockwise direction, healing and clearing and creating space. Space for new beliefs and new ideas to be installed, so that you can remember the truth of who you are as a spirit and as a soul. The truth is you are perfectly loved and lovable, just as you are. Doing the breathing for this energy center. Inhaling the breath through the crown of the head, inviting it to descend into the upper abdomen, contracting the muscles here, lifting them up and in, inviting the prana and the chi into the spine behind the solar plexus. And then as you exhale, you release the contraction and send everything up into the center of the brain, the pineal gland. Inhaling, inviting the breath through the crown of the head, down through the central channel, till it arrives in the upper abdomen, contracting the muscles here, inviting them in and up, and the prana and the chi to deposit in the spine. And then as you exhale, you release the contraction and send everything up through the heart into the center of the brain, the pineal gland. Oh, yes, a very good sound. Taking a moment to remember a time, or just imagine what it would feel like to feel very proud of yourself, of an accomplishment that you made, or an achievement you had, or a moment where you were just being yourself. Feel that sense of positive pride emanate from this energy center, expanding out into your entire system. And feeling the space inside this energy center, being like a curious investigator to investigate everything that is here. And then feeling into the space outside of this energy center, taking a moment to gather any and all information that arises in this moment. Taking a moment to send gratitude, appreciation, thankfulness, and celebration for this energy center. Is a very good sound. On the next inhale, very slowly, with awareness, we're going to rise up to tabletop and push back into child's pose here. Breathing and feeling and noticing everything that is present. Just here, just this, strengthening the stomach meridian and the organ of the stomach, meeting the emotion of anxiety with awareness, breath, and compassion, transmuting that into inner peace and equanimity. Noticing everything that's here in this moment, in this body, creating a receptivity to all information, sensation, thought, energy, emotion. Is a very good sound. On the next inhale, rise up to tabletop and your bolster lengthwise. Place your blanket on the edge of the bolster so you can create a pillow. And come to sit with the bolster right at the base of the spine, bringing the soles of the feet together. We're going to access the heart meridian as we come to lie back on the bolster, raising the arms up. The heart meridian runs through the arms. So as much as we can, we want to keep the arms raised, creating a triangle. This time you want to press the thumbs up in the inner corner of the eyes, lifting the inner eyebrows, creating a triangle on the forehead. Here's a very good sound as we invite all of the energy to rise up from the solar plexus and rest in the center of the heart. Visualize here a beautiful green wheel of light, moving like a fan in a clockwise direction, healing, clearing and creating space. Space for new beliefs and new ideas to be installed as you release and let go of all protection around your heart so that you can fully give and fully receive love now. Using the Ujjayi breath, inhale and exhale into the back of a constricted throat, making the sound of the ocean in your face. Visualize that green wheel of light moving like a fan in a clockwise direction, healing and clearing, creating space, activating this energy center by visualizing someone or something that you love, a child or a pet, an easy, unconditional love feeling. And feel that feeling emanate from the center of your chest and move in circles like ripples on a pond, expanding to include your entire torso, down through the hips and the legs and the feet, right to the tips of the toes, up through the back of the body, back of the neck, up to the crown of the head, down through the face, the neck, into the heart center. And as you exhale, you fill your auric field with this healing frequency of love. And then if you choose, you can take a moment to send love from your heart to someone else's heart, trusting this powerful, energetic communication to bring peace and harmony and love between the two of you. Oh, it's a very good sound. Feeling all of the space inside this energy center. And feeling the space outside of this energy center. Taking a moment to activate your curious investigator, your witness, to notice everything that is here, all sensations, thoughts, feelings, images, colors, lights, impressions. Receiving everything that is here. Extending gratitude, appreciation, thankfulness, and celebration for this energy center. It's a very good sound. Making whatever sounds seem to want to come out from this space and this place in your body. On the next inhale, very slowly, with awareness, we're going to roll off the bolster and rise up to sitting, moving slowly and carefully, especially if you're a little lightheaded. Bring your blanket or your pillow to make a pillow and turn the bolster widthwise across the mat as we bring the energy up into the fifth chakra. You can come to the wall if you find that easier to raise the legs, and come to lie on the pillow bringing the pillow to the top of the shoulders. Raise the legs straight up. Arms to a T, or come to the wall to support you. This reverse flow is very healthy for your body, making sure that the throat is lower than the heart. Oh, yes, a very good sound. Bringing all of that energy that you gathered in the heart center into the area of your throat. Using the huge breath. Inhale and exhale into the back of the constricted throat, making the sound of the ocean in your face. Visualize here a beautiful pale blue wheel of light moving like a fan in a clockwise direction, healing and clearing, creating space. Space for new beliefs, new ideas to be installed. So you can remember the truth of who you are as a spirit and as a soul. Oh, yes, a very good sound. Using the affirmation, if it helps you, you are free to compassionately express your authentic truth. You are free to compassionately express your authentic truth. Taking a moment to remember a time, or just imagine what it would feel like to be speaking your truth, where words are flowing easily and effortlessly, and your heart is open, and you are sending loving energy into your communication. Ah, it is a good sound. Connecting to that witness consciousness, that curious investigator. Notice everything that is present in this shape, in this moment. All of the sensations and all of the thoughts. Seeing this energy center in the area of the throat, the neck. Feeling into the space inside this energy center. And the space outside. Extending gratitude, appreciation, thankfulness, and celebration for this energy center. Taking a couple of moments in silence to receive all impressions, visions, sensations, and thoughts. It's a very good sounding in this chakra. It's particularly beneficial. On the next inhale, bring the knees as close to the chest as possible, and then exhale and roll onto the right side, rising up to sitting. You might want to sit on your bolster or on a pillow, because we're going to be sitting for a couple of minutes to do this pineal activation. Connecting into this gamma state. We're going to put everything together, all of the breathing that we've done so far. We're going to inhale, contract the muscles of the pelvic floor, the muscles in the navel, pulling them to the spine, the muscles in the upper abdomen, contracting them towards the spine, contracting the chest, rounding the back, pulling the chin to the chest, do an Ula Bandha lock around the fifth chakra, bringing the forehead down so that the energy can gather here, and then intending the prana and the chi to come from the crown of the head down into the pineal gland. So we're lifting everything up and contracting and activating the pineal gland in the center of the brain. So we're going to do 3 cycles, and I will guide you through. So we're going to inhale, contract the pelvic floor, the navel, the solar plexus, the chest, the throat by tucking the chin, the forehead, the crown of the head, and we're going to pump that contraction. And then as we exhale, we release and let everything go, stimulating the pineal gland. Inhaling, contracting the pelvic floor, the navel, the solar plexus, the chest, the chin to the chest, the 6th chakra, forehead, 7th chakra, pulsing that contraction. And then we're going to exhale and let everything go. Inhale, contracting the pelvic floor, the navel, the solar plexus, the chest, bringing the chin to the chest, the forehead down. The 7th chakra comes back down into the pineal gland, taking a moment to pulse that contraction. And then we're going to exhale. Here's a very good sound. Let's take a couple of moments to notice everything that's present and everything that is here. Visualizing the space inside this energy center and outside of this energy center. Extending gratitude, appreciation, thankfulness, and celebration for this energy center. Yes, very good sound. On the next inhale, we're going to come onto the mat to stimulate into the 7th chakra. I'm going to come to lie on the back and do a triple facing diamond. So we bring the soles of the feet together, raise the arms straight up, create a triangle, and then lower that triangle and place it onto the crown of the head. Ah, is a very good sound. Visualize here at the crown of the head a beautiful violet wheel of light moving like a fan in a clockwise direction, healing and clearing, creating space. Space for new beliefs and new ideas to be installed so that you can remember the truth of who you are as a spirit and as a soul. Using the breathing for this energy center, inhaling through the nose, sending the tongue to the roof of the mouth, inviting the prana to go directly up to the crown of the head, and then exhaling through the nose and releasing the tongue. Inhaling through the nose, sending the tongue to the roof of the mouth, intending the prana and the chi to go to the crown of the head. And then exhaling through the nose and releasing the tongue. Continue with the breathing as long as it's easy and effortless for you to do. Taking a moment to remember a time or just imagine a time when you are activating your divine light, where you are sharing your gifts with the world, your talents, your skills, your aptitude, and remember how that feels, or imagine how that would feel. Feeling the energy and space inside this energy center and outside of this energy center. Sending gratitude, appreciation, thankfulness, and celebration for this part of your body and this part of your life. This connection to the drop of divinity within you and divinity outside of you. Breathing and feeling and noticing everything that is present in this moment, in this body. Is a very good sound. The next inhale, we're going to release the legs, release the arms, and come into Savasana pose, feeling your body melting into the ground. As we take a moment now to touch into and activate our 8th chakra that lives above the crown of the head and emanates down through the body, outside of the body in an eggshell shape, filling this energy center. This field with gratitude, appreciation, thankfulness, and celebration, so that it bathes our entire field inside this healing frequency. Ah, is a good sound, sending this blessing, this healing, this frequency into your first energy center, which is now perfectly balanced and aligned, activated in this vibration of gratitude, appreciation, thankfulness, and celebration. Inhaling this healing frequency up into your second energy center now, activating this part of your body and this part of your life with this healing frequency. And the next inhale, bringing your awareness into your third energy center, which is now perfectly balanced, perfectly aligned and activated in this healing frequency, gratitude, thankfulness, celebration, and appreciation. Inhaling and bringing the awareness up and resting in the center of the heart, fourth chakra, which is now perfectly balanced and perfectly aligned, activated in this healing frequency, gratitude, appreciation, thankfulness, and celebration. Inhaling and bringing the awareness to rise and rest in the area of the throat, fifth chakra, which is bathed and soaked inside this healing frequency, gratitude, appreciation, thankfulness, and celebration. Balancing and aligning this energy center. Inhaling and bringing your awareness to rise and rest into the center of the forehead, in the middle of the brain, pineal gland, which is now activated inside this healing frequency, gratitude, appreciation, thankfulness, and celebration. Inhaling, inviting the awareness to rise and rest in the crown of the head, the seventh chakra, which is now perfectly balanced and aligned, activated in this feeling of thankfulness, gratitude, appreciation, and celebration. Taking a moment to just receive everything that is here in this moment, in this body. allowing your body to become very familiar with how this feels so that you can bring this feeling back into your day. Starting to wiggle your fingers and your toes, stretching the arms up, rolling over onto the right side, giving yourself a hug, sending gratitude, appreciation, thankfulness, and celebration to yourself for showing up for your practice today. The next inhale, we're going to rise up to sitting, moving carefully. If you're a little lightheaded, which you might be. So, love and light and blessings from my heart to yours, and from the universe back into your heart. Namaste. Love, light, blessings. Thank you for coming, for showing up for your practice, for showing up for this series. That was super fun. I will look forward to seeing you again in my next series when we know what that is. And enjoy your day. Namaste. Love and light. Blessings.
Thank you.
Thank you. Bye.
Bye.
Thank you.
Bye-bye.